Hello. Okay, this lecture will go through control statements. Okay, control statements. I think you can say if loops is control statement as well. If you don't know what am I talking about, never mind. We'll go through the contents together. Okay. So first one we'll go through if else this conditional statement. Okay, so control statement. Control statement. So if else or elif. Okay. Later we'll tell you what is this. What is a for loop? What is a while loop? What is break, continue, and pass? Okay, how do we use the break, continue, and pass in all those loops? For those who learn computing before, you should know what are all this. For those who never, it's okay. We can go through this together. Okay. So when do we use if else and how do we use them? Okay. It's a conditional statement as shown below. So this is a flowchart. So how does it go? So start off, you have some condition. Okay. If the condition is true, okay, you go through the if code if true. Okay, you go through one code. Okay, if is false, okay, so else. If it's true, you go through the true. If not, so it's else. You go through the another code. So this one is how it look. So how does the whole thing looks like? It look like this. If okay, some condition you give, okay, with a colon, then enter. Okay, note that for all this coding, right, indentation is also important. So over here, when you press enter in your Python interpreter, most of the time you will have auto indentation. However, sometimes when you use like you type in text form, okay, or in script form, okay, during tutorial, okay, or later I'm going to show you what do I mean. Okay, in those form, then you need to own self go indent. Okay, press like 4 spaces. Okay, know that indentation like from here to here, how big is this space? Okay, but you can use the tab. Okay, but if you never use the tab, is okay. The tab actually means 4 spaces. You press a space bar 4 times. This is what the indentation will have. Okay, so block of code to execute if the condition is true, else another block of code if the condition is false. Okay, we're going to look at example. So the idea is not that hard, but as next time when you do some conditional stuff, then it will be hard for if you want to do on DNA sequences. Okay, but it's okay. Tutorial question will go through a few examples. They will help us. Okay, so here example. So DNA sequence. So this one is the DNA sequence we have. So if A in DNA dot print this. Okay, so print that. Okay, this one double inverted comma. So this one happen. A is in DNA. Okay, so this one. So if this is your DNA, so if A in DNA, so if there, yes, right, there's A in the DNA, this sequence, this string. Okay, so yes, right. So true. So true. You run this code. Okay. So okay, if C in DNA, so print C in DNA, this line. Okay. However, because C in DNA, this here don't have C, right? Okay. And then even if you press enter, nothing will come out. Okay. So if the condition not satisfied and else command is not specified, okay, it will do nothing. Okay. If you never put the else statement, okay, it will not do anything. Okay. So if you want to do something to it, then you need to put the else statement. Okay. During tutorial same, we'll go through more detailed example. But over here, you can own self go and try using your Python interpreter on your own. Okay, so like for example, in A in DNA, print A is in DNA. Else print A is not in DNA. Okay, so since we know that our DNA got A, right? So you print out this. Okay, same. If C in DNA, print this. Okay, C in DNA. Else print C is not DNA. So in DNA, do we have C? Don't have, right? So you will print, you will not go through this statement, you will go through another else. Because this one is false. This statement is false. So over here, you will print this instead. Okay? In the tutorial question, we're going to see much harder example. But don't worry, tutorial, we'll go through this together. Okay? If else and elif. Okay, when do we use elif? Okay, if we test for several conditions in one, we can use elif. Okay, short form for else if. Okay, so like condition 1, okay, if it's true, you go through the if code. Okay, else if it's false, okay, if it's the second condition will give. If it's true again, okay, you go through elif code. If not false again, you go through else code. Okay, so you've got multiple. So elif is just a short form for else if. Okay, so this one look like. Okay, so in general, this one looks like this. Okay, if conditional 1, okay, is satisfied, do action 1. Elif conditional 2. If condition satisfied, do action 3. Elif condition 3. If condition 3 satisfied, do action 3. If all the way until end, if all the condition is not satisfied, else you will do something else if none of the 1 to n are true. Okay. So here is an example. Okay. Okay, just now that slide got a big problem, so I deleted it. Okay, so for example, this one is the example. DNA, this is the string we have. If A in DNA, okay, if this condition is true, this will be print out. Else if, so elif A, capital A in DNA, it will print capital A is in DNA. Else, if these two conditional fail, if this condition pass, you will go through, you will print this lah. Okay, else if these two conditions fail, the remaining all the cases, okay, this is what I print. Okay, as A is in DNA, so we go through this condition is fulfilled, so this will be print out. Okay, next one. Okay, DA, okay, at DN. Okay, so this example, this is the string I have. So same condition. Okay, what happened? Okay, why this one will print out? Because A, is this conditional satisfied? No, we don't have a small letter a over here. So we go down. Okay, second one, will this satisfy? Yes, there is. So we'll print this line. Okay, and lastly, if this one d equals to this, a inside, don't have. So we're not printing. Capital A inside, not inside, not in d also. So else, you will print the remaining case. So these two are not satisfied, you will print the this last command. Okay, so a and capital A is not inside. Okay, so just now that one is for loop, okay, and if else and elif. So what about loop? Okay, for loop, okay, is the first one we're gonna look at. For loop iterates over items of any collection, list, tuple, collection member, list, tuple, set, range, okay, or even string, okay, and string. Okay, so as we will be handling long sequences, it's very important that we know how to use loop. Okay, because if you look through a tutorial example, if we do by brute force, it's going to be quite troublesome. However, if we use a for loop, it's much easier to help. The Python will help us generate all different. It will loop through. It will go through all the elements that we need. Okay, if you got 10 elements, you can do one by one. But however, you got like 2,000, you cannot do one by one. So in general, this is how it looks. Okay, for item in collection / string, okay, do something with the item itself. Okay, for loop also can combine with else. Okay, for item in string this, okay, action, else do action 2 if action 1 cannot be executed with the item. Okay, yeah. So let's just see example lah. Okay, so NB, okay, nucleotide base. Okay, so I use NB. NB represent the small letter A, small letter T, small letter G, small letter C. Okay, it's a list. Okay, so I write this down. Okay, NB equals to open square bracket, close square bracket. So I use as empty list to contain all uppercase. I want to make this to contain all uppercase of the or change this all to uppercase and put it over here. By the way, in your command, in your Python, Python, if you use a hashtag, okay, hashtag means comment. Okay, comment means that whatever you type, okay, it will not print out. Okay, if you never put this, it will come out with error. If you don't believe, you can try. Okay, so for base in NB, okay, so this is what you will look over. For base in NB, so NB is here. So for base means it will look through all. You can put this base is just a name I give. You can give A, B, C, anything, any number. Even write your name also can. So it will look through like for element in NB. So element this one, for each of the element you look through it. So first you look through this one, NB dot append up base dot uppercase. So in base, so if this one, okay, so how does it loop? Okay, what we do? So for base in NB, so we look at the first one first, loop through the first one. Okay, look at this. You look at this. This one base. Okay, this is the base. Okay, this empty list will append. Okay, this base with the A, uppercase of it. So here at the first loop, this will be append inside. Okay, after which because for loop will go through one by one. This one, then next one, then the next, then next. So the next one is T. Okay, for T in NB, okay, capital NB will append the T, the base, because base is the T, the uppercase of the T. So you append this. So you do one by one, then in the end you will get all of this. Okay, I know you can change all this, you can change manually yourself, just change yourself, okay? But this one is just a simple example. The for loop is really very important and very useful for us, okay? So what about if you want, just now it's just for loop over a list, you can follow over a tuple as well. So if this one is a motif, okay, what is motif? You can go Google and search what is a motif, but I will introduce this more when the tutorial comes, okay? Motifs. So these are the three strings that we have. For M in motif, print M and length of M. So what I do for each item, okay, in the motifs, you will print M, so you print the item itself and the length of the M. So this one 7 7. Okay, so why this one the length of it 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so 7. So we will print this and 7. Print, so each one of them will print. We'll do loop for each one of them. Okay. How about loop over dictionary? Okay, loop over dictionary is quite useful as well. Okay, so take note of this. For key comma value, because remember dictionary, you can use dot items to have a list of key and value. Okay, key and value of the dictionary, all the keys with their corresponding values of the dictionary. So this one is specially, so it will run through all the tuple of the key and value. Okay, what will print? It will print, okay, the value and the key. Okay, there are how many nucleotide base, okay, with a base of the letter itself, with the key. Okay, take note, this is how we want to insert. Okay, because over here this one will keep on changing. We want this one to be constant. There are certain number of nucleotide base of that base. Okay, so this one is like so-called the dash. Okay, so we use percent, but however this is the inverted comma to represent string. If you want to put in a value and this one will keep on changing, we can use percentage D and percentage S to help us. Percentage D can represent, you can put in any form that's non-string. Okay, percentage S means you can input like a string inside. Okay, percent D is the like value digits. Okay, so over here this one replaced with the value and the key of the first one. Okay, actually not really first one because this one is unordered, so you can come out with any one first. Okay, so you'll come out with this. So there's 22 because here 22 G, okay, 14 A, 19 T, and 21 C. Okay, for loop over dictionary. Okay, you can iterate over keys or values in the dictionary. This one just change to dot keys or dot values. Okay, you can try more example on your own during the tutorial. Okay, loop over range. Okay, for loop over range. For I, so for example, for I in range 3, print I. So range 3 is what? 0, 1, 2. So you print out 0, 1, and 2. Okay, so let's look at this, okay, more complicated example. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, so protein. Okay, so these are the protein sequence. Okay, for I in range length of protein. So you calculate the length of it. Okay, which I don't know how much. Okay, so you can calculate yourself, but it doesn't matter. So he will calculate for I in the range of this length of the protein. If protein I, okay, so at I, so you will look through from the range, right? So you start from 0, then 1, then 2, then 3. So protein I means what? Is it protein 0, protein 1, protein? So So what does this, remember what this is slicing. Slicing, it will go through, so it will look through 0, index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, sorry, index 3, 4. Okay, so look for one by one. If this one is not in A, B, C, D, E, F, so A to Z, okay, print, okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, okay, K, L, M, okay, so all this lah. Okay, we do not have J over here, so please take note. Okay, not A to Z. Okay, sorry, just now I said wrongly. So this set of certain, okay, print the protein contains invalid amino acid. Okay, percentage S, so the acid. Okay, that value at the ith index at position. Okay, then you tell me where is the index at which position. Okay, there's which index. This one should be index. Okay. So we look through this one S. Okay, is it inside this one? This, so in protein 0. So how does it look? Okay, so this one look through from 0 until the last, the length of it. So look through from this one 0. So the first index S is S inside this set. Yes, right here don't have. Then D is D inside. Yes. So look. There's a U at the eighth index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At the 8th index, okay, the letter U, okay, is not within this set. So it's invalid amino acid. Same for number 9 and same for number 20. There's a J. Okay, so this one I help you. Okay, because this one is still short. Okay, if you want to manually find also can, but it's quite troublesome already if you manually count. So you can use a for loop to help you. It's just a 3-liner thing to help you do most of the stuff. Okay. So by the way, this index, so here's a typo. So please take note of that. Okay. So for loop is really very useful. Okay. Okay. What about for loop with else? Okay. How do you use that? For example, I want to find all prime numbers smaller than 10. Okay. For example, for those who are not sure what is prime numbers, okay, numbers that only can be divisible by itself. Okay, and the value 1. Okay, so okay, the for y in range of 2 to 10, so 2, okay, because smaller than 10, so we don't include 10, so 2 until 9. Okay, for x in the range of 2 to y, okay, so that whatever value we have, we will look through it one by one. So this one is quite complicated. If you want, you can pause this video for a while, look through, read through it and see whether you understand again or not. Okay, on your own. Okay, then you listen to my explanation. Okay, see whether you can understand. Okay, for x in the range of 2 to y, okay, if y modulo x is equals to 0, print y equals, that value y equals to x times, okay, and the y floor function of x. Okay, then you break. Okay, means you break the closest loop. Okay, break, what does it break? Later we go through break. Okay, you just say you break here, you go into here. Okay, break this loop, you will not do anything. Okay, then we'll go into the on top of that loop. Okay, then else, okay, you will print y is a prime number. So we look through one by one first. Okay, so from range of 2 to 9, right? Okay, 2, okay, 2. Okay, so if the first iteration they will go through is 2. So for x in range 2, 2. This one is like, don't include 2, include 2. So actually this one means nothing. Actually, this one it does not fulfill. You straight away drop to the else. Okay, so this is for and else. You look at indentation. Indentation is very important. So over here, right, this else is not applied to this if. Okay, this else is applied to for. Why? Because they are same level. If you want to apply to this if, this else must be indent another step. You must step another time to make it. Okay, but this is not what we want. Okay, so this one is not fulfilled. You go to this else. Okay, 2 is a prime number. Okay, note that we don't include 1 because 1 is a so-called special number. It's not a prime number. Okay, 2 is a prime number. That's why here print 2 is the. So let's try the next. So this one done. The next iteration is 3. Okay, for 3. So 3 for range 2 to 3. 2, 3 means only 2. So if 2, okay, modulo 3, for 3 modulo 2 means if 3 divided by 2 will give you, if that remainder equals to 0, then you say is this one equals to x times this. Okay, however, 3 modulo 2, okay, 3 divided by 2, the remainder is 1, correct? It's not equal to 0. So this one break, so this one you cannot fulfill. You go to the, you stop over here, okay? So if this one cannot fulfill, you go to this, or else. That's why 3 is a prime number. Okay, so let's see number 4. Okay, for 4, so same thing, 2 to 4. Okay, so same, 4 modulo 2. So 4 divided by 2 will give you the remainder of 0, correct? Correct. So here will give you 4 equals to 2 times 4 divided by 2. Take away the decimal, which is 2. So there's 2 times 2. So here will appear here. Okay, then the 3 you cannot happen, so you will stop. Okay, so you repeat for the same, then this is what you're gonna have lah. Okay. Okay, so you can try to think about it. Okay, see whether you can get all the answer or not. Okay. Okay, next one is while loop. Okay, while loop is a block of statement execute as long as some conditions are true. So it's like an if-else function. Just if-else is a for loop. Okay, it's similar to a for loop. Okay, just that when the condition is true, it's something like if-else as well. Okay, just that this one will run continuously as long as the condition is true. Okay, so what does it mean? Let us see. Okay, so some condition, if it's true, it go through the if, okay, the code that is true, then go back again, then it will repeat until one of the repetition, this one come false, then it will stop. Okay, what do I mean? Let us look at the general form. How does it look like? Okay, while, okay, some condition, okay, then they will execute. Okay, remember the indentation block of code to execute while the condition is true. Okay, you can use a while and else also. While condition, okay, the block is execute while the condition is still true. You keep on running, okay, until you want of the repetition. Else, okay, another block will be executed once the condition is false. Not sure what I'm talking about. It's okay. Let's look at one example. Okay, so this is a DNA sequence. Okay, we have over here. Okay, position, okay, POS, okay, I use a DNA.find GT, 0 means from the starting position. Okay, you want to find this GT. Okay, you want to see the first occurrence. Okay, so, okay, while position greater than -1, actually this one I just want to say, you want to go through all of the whole thing lah. Okay, go through the whole DNA sequence. Okay, if the position, okay, remember what POS represent? Okay, it represent DNA.find, okay, GT. So it give you the first occurrence of GT. So as long as the GT is not at, as long as there is a GT, okay, this one will happen. Okay, what will happen? It will print donor splice site candidate at position. Okay. Some digit to fill in and some position. Okay. Okay, I repeat again. So you will print donor splice site candidate at position. So fill in the blank, and the blank will be, okay, so called like fill in the blank. Okay, the blank will be the position of it. Okay. So which what is this? The first occurrence of GT. Okay. So not really position, index. Okay. So over here, POS. Then after that, after you run this is the next line of command, which is POS equals to data.find. Okay, GT position +1. So starting from, okay, so this one take note. So starting initially position is from the start. Okay, you will find the next GT. Okay, after you find the GT, okay, your position, the starting position now, okay, you find the position is not from 0, it's from position +1. What is this? So from here, so for example, this is the first GT you find, correct? So position number 1, okay, index 1, okay, index 1. After that, you plus 1 more, so you start from here again. Okay, so over here you'll find again. Okay, so here is 0 1 2, so you start from here 3 4. So here you find. Okay, so here you see it will show you position 1, position 4 is index. Okay, I think here something wrong. Okay, but index 1, index 4, index 7, 10 and 17, so each one of them. Okay, so it will show you all the position where GT is present. Okay, so while loop. So what's so good about while loop? If else function, as long as you go through once, you find the first one, then you stop. Okay, but while loop you go through again and again, again and again, as long as the condition is still fulfilled until the last one, until they finish everything. Okay, so yeah, so this is a good thing about while loop. Okay, just now we talked about the break. Okay, how do we use that? Okay, so actually break also got continue, also got pass. This will introduce these three that will help within use within our control statement. Break is to terminate the nearest and closing loop. Okay, continue will cause the program to continue to the next iteration and the nearest and closing loop, skipping the rest of the code. Okay, so if there's a lot of code below the continue, okay, below it, it will skip everything. It will go to the next iteration. Okay, pass is just a placeholder. It does nothing. Okay, but usually people use pass if you do not know what code should I write down there, because maybe you got an idea of it but you don't know what code. I put a pass first, so we'll see whether it will run at the top part of the function or not. Okay, so we seldom use pass, but sometimes we still use it lah. Okay, for placement, so that we check whether our top part, okay, our previous part of our code is still can execute or not. Okay, so for example, finding if protein sequence is valid. So this one is the same as just now. Okay, so for I, okay, in range of the protein. Okay, so protein is, I think maybe just now that protein we have. Okay, like from here, from here, yeah, this is protein. Okay, if I, okay, it's not, if we look through one by one. Okay, if not inside over here, okay, then you print, okay, this is not, okay, a valid protein sequence, then you break. Okay, the for loop will be stopped once it hits the first invalid, okay, amino character. Because if we never put a break, right, okay, based on this protein, there are 3 invalid amino acid, correct? So over here, right, if you never put the break, okay, it will loop through again and again. Okay, loop through the next and the next and the next. So after the first non-amino acid, okay, non-valid amino acid, okay, you'll go on to the next one, to the next one. We know that there's 3 invalid amino acid. You print 3 times. This is not a valid protein sequence. This is not a valid. So you repeat 2 more times. This is what we want. We just need once only. As long as there is a non-valid amino acid, means that the whole protein sequence is wrong. So we just straight away break. Okay, once, then okay already. Okay, so we'll break the nearest loop, which is over here, the for loop. Okay. Okay, so for this is the sequence, protein sequence, same as just now. Okay, you only want to have the corrected protein, which is you want to delete all the invalid amino acid character lah. Okay, so you like U, this 2U I don't want, this G I don't want. So how do we do that? You run through one by one first. Okay, so let's look at this for the range I in the range length of protein, so the whole thing, the length of it. So loop through 0, 1, 2, 3 all the way until last character. Okay, the protein I, okay, so at the first 0 index, first index, second index, okay, blah, all the way. Okay, if that letter is not in this set of letter, then continue. What is continue? Continue means you'll skip all of the remaining code that below it, and you jump to the next iteration. Okay, so let's look at If not, okay, if you this one is false, then we'll go over here. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, so for 0, okay, let's look at the first one, 0, protein 0, which is the first one. Okay, is it inside? It is, right? Okay, so not in, this one will be false. Okay, logic, this one will be false. False, then this one we will not go to continue. You show it. They will not do anything, they will go to the next line, okay, which is over here. Character protein will be character protein, so which is the invert open. You can remember I open just now I open a empty string. Okay, this empty string will add the first index. Okay, so repeat the second. Okay, run through. Okay, once again add also, because it's a correct one. So do until, okay, let's see the u. Okay, then u what happen at the u, because it's not inside this, it will go, so this line will be true. If this line is true, okay, this one will be, it will run through continue. What is continue? You will skip all the remaining code and go to the next. Well, this will happen, it will skip this one will not add inside this corrected protein. So same as this u, same as this j. So in the end we'll get the corrected one with the u and the j all taken out. Okay, then lastly I got print, okay, with a percentage s, because percentage is like a blank. Okay, but then you make sure this one don't put d, okay, because s is for string, okay, d is for digit. Okay, and lastly is the pass. Okay, pass is just do nothing. Okay, so if a is a in protein, so we want to check whether a inside or not. Then sometimes I don't know what code should I press. Should I use pass? You press enter, nothing will happen. Okay, this one will check whether this one got any syntax error, or whether, because some of the code is super long, okay, like very long. They want to check whether on top of the code whether can work before you can go into this step. So usually people use pass, check whether on top of code okay. So they will do this. Okay, if nothing happen, means that the on top of code still okay, runnable. The syntax don't have any error. Okay, so after maybe I think of what to print already. So this is what they want to replace the pass with the whatever. Okay, so this one happen. Okay, so with this one conclude the last slide of this lecture. Okay, hopefully you understand. I hope I really try my best to hope that you can explain to you, and hope that you can understand. Not sure, you can pause, rewind, or you can wait for tutorial and we'll go through that together. Okay, the tutorial question is very useful for you to understand even more. Okay, so that's it for this lecture. Okay, thank you.